Paper 20. The Paradise Sons of God. As they function in the superuniverse of Orvanton, the sons of God are classified under three general heads. 1. The descending sons of God. 2. The ascending sons of God. 3. The trinitized sons of God. Descending orders of sonship include personalities who are of direct and divine creation. Ascending sons, such as mortal creatures, achieve this status by experiential participation in the creative technique known as evolution. Trinitized sons are a group of composite origin, which includes all beings embraced by the Paradise Trinity, even though not of direct Trinity origin. 1. The descending sons of God. All descending sons of God have high and divine origins. They are dedicated to the descending ministry of service on the worlds and systems of time and space, there to facilitate the progress in the paradise climb of the lowly creatures of evolutionary origin, the ascending sons of God. Of the numerous orders of descending sons, 7 will be depicted in these narratives. Those sons who come forth from the deities on the central Isle of Light and Life are called the Paradise Sons of God, and embrace the following 3 orders. 1. Creator sons, the Michaels. 2. Magisterial sons, the Avonals. 3. Trinity teacher sons, the Danels. The remaining 4 orders of descending sonship are known as the local universe sons of God. 4. Melchizedek sons. 5. Vorondadek sons. 6. Lanonandek sons. 7. The life carriers. Melchizedeks are the joint offspring of a local universe creator's son, creative spirit, and father Melchizedek. Both Vorondadeks and Lanonandeks are brought into being by a creator son and his creative spirit associate. Vorondadeks are best known as the Most Highs, the constellation fathers, Lanonandeks as system sovereigns and as planetary princes. The threefold order of life carriers is brought into being by a creator son and creative spirit associated with one of the 3 Ancients of Days of the superuniverse of jurisdiction. But the natures and activities of these local universe sons of God are more properly portrayed in those papers dealing with the affairs of the local creations. The Paradise Sons of God are of threefold origin. The primary, or creator sons, are brought into being by the Universal Father and the Eternal Son. The secondary, or magisterial sons, are children of the Eternal Son and the Infinite Spirit. The Trinity teacher sons are the offspring of the Father, Son, and Spirit. From the standpoint of service, worship, and supplication, the Paradise Sons are as one. Their spirit is one, and their work is identical in quality and completeness. As the Paradise Orders of Days prove to be divine administrators, so have the Orders of Paradise Sons revealed themselves as divine ministers, creators, servers, bestowers, judges, teachers, and truth-revealers. They range the universe of universes from the shores of the eternal isle to the inhabited worlds of time and space, performing manifold services in the central and super-universes not disclosed in these narratives. They are variously organized, dependent on the nature and whereabouts of their service, but in a local universe, both magisterial and teacher sons serve under the direction of the Creator Son who presides over that domain. The Creator Sons seem to possess a spiritual endowment centering in their persons, which they control and which they can bestow, as did your own Creator Son when he poured out his spirit upon all mortal flesh on Urantia. Each Creator Son is endowed with this spiritual drawing power in his own realm. He is personally conscious of every act and emotion of every descending Son of God serving in his domain. Here is a divine reflection, a local universe duplication, of that absolute spiritual drawing power of the Eternal Son, which enables him to reach out to make and maintain contact with all his Paradise Sons, no matter where they may be in all the universe of universes. The Paradise Creator's sons serve not only as sons in their descending ministrations of service and bestowal, but when they have completed their bestowal careers, each functions as a universe father in his own creation, while the other sons of God continue the service of bestowal and spiritual uplifting designed to win the planets, one by one, to the willing recognition of the loving rule of the Universal Father, culminating in creature consecration to the will of the Paradise Father, and in planetary loyalty to the universe sovereignty of his Creator Son. In a sevenfold Creator Son, Creator and creature are forever blended in understanding, sympathetic, and merciful association. The entire order of Michael, the Creator Sons, is so unique that the consideration of their natures and activities will be reserved to the next paper in this series, while this narrative will be chiefly concerned with the two remaining orders of Paradise Sonship, the Magisterial Sons and the Trinity Teacher Sons. 2. The Magisterial Sons. Every time an original and absolute concept of being, formulated by the Eternal Son, unites with a new and divine ideal of loving service conceived by the Infinite Spirit, a new and original Son of God, a Paradise Magisterial Son, is produced. These sons constitute the order of Avonals, in contradistinction to the order of Michael, the Creator Sons. Though not creators in the personal sense, they are closely associated with the Michaels in all their work. The Avonals are planetary ministers and judges, the magistrates of the time-space realms, of all races, to all worlds, and in all universes. We have reasons for believing that the total number of magisterial sons in the grand universe is about 1 billion. They are a self-governing order, being directed by their Supreme Council on Paradise, which is made up of experienced Avonals drawn from the services of all universes. But when assigned to and commissioned in a local universe, they serve under the direction of the Creator Son of that domain. Avonals are the Paradise Sons of service and bestowal to the individual planets of the local universes. And since each Avonal Son has an exclusive personality, since no two are alike, their work is individually unique in the realms of their sojourn, where they are often incarnated in the likeness of mortal flesh and sometimes are born of earthly mothers on the evolutionary worlds. In addition to their services on the higher administrative levels, the Avonals have a threefold function on the inhabited worlds. 1. Judicial actions. They act at the close of the planetary dispensations. In time, scores, hundreds of such missions may be executed on each individual world, and they may go to the same or to other worlds times without number as dispensation terminators, liberators of the sleeping survivors. 2. Magisterial missions. A planetary visitation of this type usually occurs prior to the arrival of a bestowal son. On such a mission, an Avonal appears as an adult of the realm by a technique of incarnation not involving mortal birth. Subsequent to this first and usual magisterial visit, Avonals may repeatedly serve in a magisterial capacity on the same planet, both before and after the appearance of the bestowal son. On these additional magisterial missions, an Avonal may or may not appear in material and visible form, but on none of them will he be born into the world as a helpless babe. 3. Bestowal missions. The Avonal sons do all, at least once, bestow themselves upon some mortal race on some evolutionary world. Judicial visits are numerous. Magisterial missions may be plural, but on each planet there appears but one bestowal son. Bestowal sons are born of woman, as Michael of Nebadon was incarnated on Urantia. There is no limit to the number of times the Avonal sons may serve on magisterial and on bestowal missions, but usually when the experience has been 7 times traversed, there is suspension in favor of those who have had less of such service. These sons of multiple bestowal experience are then assigned to the high personal council of a Creator Son, thus becoming participants in the administration of universe affairs. In all their work for and on the inhabited worlds, the magisterial sons are assisted by 2 orders of local universe creatures, the Melchizedeks and the Archangels.